Okay, so what's up there guys, and welcome back to Dig It Detecting. As you can see, we are back out on the hunt again today, and what a beautiful day we have too, and what a magnificent sight we have too. I'll just spin you around there and give you a look at what I'm looking at. What a ripper, what a ripper. A beautiful sight. I must admit, it is very wet out here though. This is a very wet part of the world. However, it's not going to stop us, and if we stay up on the high ground, we shouldn't get bogged. We should be okay. Not like last week's video, where we actually got bogged in the mud there. It was so wet. Anyway, basically though, as you've seen, behind us here, we got the oval, and we got full permission to work outside the oval. We rang the club president there this morning. Last time we were here was about a year ago, so I did ring him again this morning and just touch base with him, just asking, is it okay if I come out and do a bit of detecting out here? He did also say, or I mentioned to him, mate, what about the old pub site? There was a pub in this paddock right here, sort of right where my finger is, right there, pretty much where those little heifers are. Said to me, mate, I do have heifers in there at the moment. That's okay, you can jump in there though, as long as they're not going to annoy you. And I said I won't annoy them, obviously. But yeah, look, there was a pub site in there, and that's really cool that these cows are in here mowing that grass down, because every other time I've been here, this site has been well overgrown compared to the oval here that's maintained. So that is, I'm really keen to get in there and see what we can now find with the grass being so short. So anyway, we're gonna get started, make a start, and let's see what we can find today. Well then, that didn't take long at all. We set the shovel there because I intend to use that in the paddock. However, I'm not going to use the shovel in around the oval here. Just like something a little bit less, or a little bit more discreet, I should say. I like this little TYGER handheld digger here. Perfect for digging out those targets around the oval here and maintaining a good, neat plug. And like I always do, I miss getting these ones on film. However, I have cleaned up the memory on my phone a little bit, so we're going to be able to capture a lot more today. And there it is, that is the first target, ringing up at a 23, 24, 25 on the EQUINOX 800 there. So nice little 45 rue penny, end of World War II there, 2nd of September 1945. Always love sort of trying to date these coins and work out the date on them, and then trying to fit it into something that happened in history, you know, a timeline or event in history. I think that's really cool, and the more you learn, the more you can tie it in with those things. So as I said, that did not take us long at all. We stood there, shot the first intro clip, and walked a little bit, or shot the last clip I should say, walked a little bit, and we're going to continue going this way now and just grid up and down until we sort of hit the gutter of the oval. We're not going to go on the oval, of course. So anyway, let's keep going. That's awesome. Well, that didn't take too long either. We got the rue penny there, and literally just walking forward, we got another signal here. You can see that 23, 25, that's exactly what that rue penny, little half penny, was doing there. Let's really isolate him down. Right there. Right there. We can dig a little tiny plug there and we'll nail him. I have no doubt. Oh, that sun's out nice. Sun's out now, it's nice. And, oh, there he is, popped straight out of the hole. Easy as that. However, it's not a rue, it's a little 1 center. Never mind, it's all right. And look, yeah, the club president too, I must say, who I rang this morning, he said, oh, I'm going to come down here later too and give it a mow. They're playing cricket here at the moment, so he said he's going to give it a mow over today. So it'll be really nice to try and pull a heap of stuff out and then basically present to him later, like I do to all these places too, even clubs, football clubs, all that sort of stuff. I always say to him, you know, would you like me to put together a presentation basically for the club, you know, something to hang up on the wall, whatever, you know, something so people can see, oh yeah, this come off this oval here. Look, there's another one. This is a nice higher target though. See how it's bouncing around there? That tells me that's a 2-cent coin, or it could be a 2-cent coin. They tend to bounce around 27, 29. That could be a silver too. Let's dig in while we've got the camera rolling. The shovel all the way over here. So look at that. 1, 2, 3. If we keep going, It might lead into a nice half crown or a gold sovereign. Who knows? Anyway, he when I offered this to the club president, like I do all club presidents, he thought it was a great idea, and he said, yeah, look, I'll take you up on that, mate. So everything we have found here, I have set aside. Whoops, I ripped that out then. Everything we have found here over the past, I have set aside, and everything we find here today, I'll do the same with. I'll set it aside. I've just recently actually done up a, I'll put up a picture there. I've actually just recently done up a beautiful presentation there. I started hunting this site, long story short, started hunting this site and went to the Teacher's Master's residence there. I'll throw up the video, top left corner, some will remember it, and we found the old OH Hedberg token. It was an oil and colour stores token to purchase oils and colours and what have you, and it just so was found at the Teacher's Master's residence, so where the school teacher lives. So obviously that token was used for purchasing goods at one stage for the kids, you know, for the school, oils and colours and what have you. So really fascinating stuff. Let's get this one out. He's sitting there. Really fascinating stuff. And that token, as you'll see, is now done up in a presentation board sort of thing. It's going to be presented to the landowner this week, this Saturday actually. We are Thursday now, so a couple of days, and I'm going to be taking it out to the landowner, and basically he's then going to give it to his dad for his birthday, as a birthday present, because his dad has been working that farm since he was, you know, all his life, I take it too, same as the now current landowner now, the son, who's grown up there and been there all his life, and so he's going to present that to his dad and show him, hey dad, happy birthday. So anyway, really cool stuff. And I've actually just done up another presentation board for myself, seeing as I had a few extra picture frames left over at home and a little bit of hessian in the background and the coins placed on top. I will be throwing up a picture of that too, up top left corner there, so you can get guys can have a bit of a look. So it took me quite a while to do that too. Basically showing all the denominations of the coins. You know, you've got your full pennies on the left, and it sort of goes through your Britannia pennies, through to your Commonwealth pennies, through your crown, through to your Roo pennies, with all the different monarchs there. And then in the middle, obviously, we've got all your silvers, florins, shillings, sixpence and threepence. Sorry, just blowing a bug off me sonny's sunglasses. And then as you move to the right, you've got all the half pennies, same thing, moving down through all your different monarchs, basically, yeah, moving down through your different years of coins. So fascinating stuff. Anyway, let's keep going. You wouldn't believe it, we got another one. So what we say, half penny, 1 cent coin, another half penny while I was rambling on, and we just dug this one out. I think he's out of the hole. It will help if I turn this on. Let's go again. Oh, no, I was going to say he's disappeared. There he is there. Oh, ho, ho, ho. There we have it. We are leading, following Hansel and Gretel's trail of coins. I'll get my words right in a minute. We are following their trail of coins, and it's led us to a nice 1944 wheat threepence. You ripper. So he was hiding. There you go. Half penny, 1 cent coin, half penny. Silver. So he was hiding just there in plain sight, or sort of. We just had to dig those other targets out first, and generally that's the case too. Obviously a bigger item, bigger target will be your first target that you'll hit on, and then you know, standing back up, these are the little ones that you might miss, but you will hear that second time round if you swing over very carefully. So that's I may not always check me holes with the pinpointer, you know, retrieve the target. I sort of close it over on camera. I may not always double check it with the pinpointer. Most of the time there's nothing else in there. However, I always stand up, grab the detector, step back a bit, start swinging from back here, so I make sure I overlap the ground. I never sort of stand up and then walk on from here, walk on from where I just dug that target. I'll always walk back a metre, stand up and just start my swing again, and basically cover that ground again as I go, being very methodical. You don't want to miss these items. I like that little coin there. What a beauty. So I think we've hit a hot spot for coins, I really do. We haven't even moved. There's the shovel still over there, and I'll use my boots to point. We had the halfpenny there, the 1 cent coin there, another halfpenny there. We had a little sixpence there, or threepence there I should say. You just seen come out, and as I said, walking back, just, you know, stepping over, covering that ground again, and then walking forward. Bingo. Except this one's a very, like, real nice high target. See that? 32. I reckon this is going to be a big silver. And so that's one target there. Almost guarantees right there. Looks like we've got another one here. He's jumping around a bit. He might be a pull tab, so he's going back to 17 a bit. And I only just did the horseshoe button, like I'm sort of digging from 18 upwards, but you know, if I go into the horseshoe, you hear everything obviously. So see how he's jumping back to 17, take it out of the horseshoe mode, and because I'm not accepting 17 in, see how it sort of gives me a bit of a one-way signal. Now put it back in, horseshoe. Now it's a repetitive solid signal again. So that's just a little trick I use sometimes. Use that horseshoe button. You don't always have to necessarily hear everything, but you know, use it at your benefit. You know, use it when you need to. Also to help determine if there's any rust in the ground too. So there's our first, well, there's our second target, I should say. Right there. What should we go for first? The high or the low? The 31, 32 or the 18? Let's go the 18 first, because I'm a bit excited about this one under my knee. I'll put my knee on him and we'll save that spot. Let's go for this one first. I do think, jumping back to 17 there, it may be, it could be a later threepence. As you know, they reduce the silver. Or it's going to be a pull tab. Jumping back to 17 there. Oh, let's see if we got him in that scoop. He's out. He's just sitting in the hole there. We got him in the shovel though that time. See if we, oh, okay. I didn't expect that one. Oh, didn't think that was going to pop out just then. You can see what I can see right away, can't you? The diameter of that, and that hint of silver. We are on a run. You know what that is? That is a George sixpence. So he's going to be 40s, 50s. Let's have a look. I'm going to guess 45. 51, slightly wrong. As I said, 40s, 50s. You see George's head on the back. There we have it, 1951 sixpence. We are on a lucky streak. Said the shovel's only just there. We haven't even got in to see the cows yet. They're probably wondering what I'm doing sitting here talking to myself. That's all right. I'll go over and give them a sniff of the coins later. Now, this is our next target. I've had my knee on him. My knee's actually a little bit sore too, my left knee. That's not what I need today. Punny palla, aren't I? Kids love the dad jokes. Always doing the dad jokes with my boys. Whatever, Dad, you're not funny. Especially Xavier. Dom still thinks I'm funny. Xavier, he's getting a little bit smarter now. Oh, we might have been a little bit off. I might have had my knee in the wrong place. That's alright, just in the back wall there. Try and get him out. See, we got a lot more room on camera today. And it's nice to be able to film these things as they happen, not just after they happen and I say, oh, check out what I've got. You can actually see what I do, what I'm doing, which is nice. Oh, he's there, and he looks like something big. Like with the pinpointer, the way the pinpointer is like really hammering on him. If that was a little silver threepence or something, it would sort of be a little bit off. Oh, there we have it, roo penny. It's a roo. What's a roo doing down the hole? I didn't think they lived in holes. I thought they lived in the bush. 1952, you cracker. As I said, we are on a lucky streak. That is what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins, 2 of them being silver within what? 10 minutes? 10 minutes, and we have not even walked, geez, 2 meters. I think 2 meters is the furthest we've walked. We've still got all this ground to cover. We're going to be here for days. 25, 24. Ooh. Those are nearly florin. Oh, I seen a 26 then. Those are nearly florin numbers. Listen to how steady that target is too. You could swing 6 different ways from Sunday and that thing wouldn't move. That is a perfect target. Exactly what I like to dig. Ooh, a little bit gravelly here though. I suppose we are near a gateway. That makes sense. Building up with gravel, especially as I said, how wet it is. This is a very wet part of the world. So even around the oval, they got like a little channel, a little moat. That's all full of water. Chockers. Let's see what we got here. Florin, florin, florin. Come on, florin. Can't get the pinpointer out quick enough. Oh, it's a big target. Where's my hint of silver? Florin. Well, that's disappointing. Toothpaste? Glue? Sally's glue by the looks. There you go. Oh, that was a bit disappointing. But do you know what? That is my first bit of rubbish. Believe it or not, that is the first bit. Amazing. What an amazing sight. This is going to be a great day. Right, so we ran that strip all the way up to the netball courts, and then we ran it back down to where I'm sitting now. Got a few targets, most of them being 1 and 2 cent coins, and then bingo, we got another silver, silver sixpence. What a cracker, what a cracker of a day. Must admit that sun is out now too. Sun's out, guns out. I got the jumper off, it's quite warm. 1961. I love silver. I feel like a pirate when I find it. I just love collecting silver coins, and I have quite the hoard at home, as you could well imagine. Anyway, let's keep going and let's see if this pirate can't find something bigger. Wow, we got another silver. Look at that. I don't believe it. You know what? Because look at this hump here, and that was just a surface target. Like literally, it was that deep. And I thought, it's just going to be a bit of chopped up can. What I think's happened though is, see how the tractor, like there'd be a slasher sort of implement that would be hooked onto a tractor that slashes all this grass, all this ground. And what I think's happened is the slasher's come along and shaved a bit off the top of this ground. See how it's all just dirt? So I reckon he sort of lopped the top off, exposing this little silver sixpence at a little bit of a shallower depth. So there you go. What a ripper. What a bloody ripper of a day. A ripper of a site. I'm going to call this virgin ground site because this is literally like hunting virgin ground. As some will know, you go to these sites that have never been touched before and there is just targets everywhere. And that's what it feels like today. I know, as I said, I've been here once or twice before and had some great success. However, this site is not done by far, especially with coins hiding there, just sitting so shallow like that. Bloody amazing. Okay, so we're still going. It's past lunchtime now, and I tell you what, I am getting hungry. So we're going to stop for something to eat very, very shortly. However, these signals, they just keep coming out. I feel like a big kid in a candy store. I just can't stop digging. There's just so many good items here. Not including that bottle top. That's all right. Trash and treasure ratio have been absolutely amazing today. Really, really good. I'll just stand up here too, because I have another 2 targets. That seems just over there, a bit of a coin spill. Let's give you a look. There's my first one. Nice 19. Could be another sixpence. There's my next one. 21, 22. Com penny, gold coin. Silver, little silver threepence. He's right there. We'll give him a dig. We'll just watch that space. I've been losing my targets lately. I go from one to the next on the camera, and then I end up digging in the wrong spot. So we'll make sure we keep an eye on where we pinpoint in this time, because it looks like it's only going to be a very small coin. It could even be a 1 or a 2 cent coin. I've dug a lot of those. Oh, there he is. Little halfpenny. Not as small as what I thought. He's a Commonwealth. Unfortunately, the moisture in the ground is not as good to the coppers around here as opposed to what those silvers come out looking like, as you've seen before. Amazing stuff. I think I've got about 3 or 4 silvers now, so let's dig. Oh, I thought that was on. Let's dig this next one while we've got you. This could be another silver right now. So let's set ourselves up here and move that coil. And as I said, we're probably going to dig this. We've got a bit of an audience now watching us too. We're probably going to dig this, and then we're going to go have some lunch. I made a cheese and ham sandwich the other day, and it wasn't too bad. However, I did leave it in the car in the sun. I didn't turn the fridge on. I got a fridge in the back of my car, and didn't turn the fridge on, so it was a bit, even the cheese was nearly melted. I probably shouldn't have ate it. I didn't feel sick afterwards though. That's a bonus. But today, played a bit smart. Actually, the partner made my lunch today. She said, "What do you want, ham and cheese?" So she's made the lunch today. However, played a bit smart, and we put it in the fridge this time. So it's sitting there, keeping cold in the back of my car, in my fridge, as well as a nice cold drink. So that's what we're going to do. That was our last target. It wasn't a little silver sixpence at all. The back end of a car, or the front end of a car. And another little bit of rubbish off the oval here, or around outside the oval, I should say. So anyway, that is our breakpoint time now, and we're going to go for some lunch, and we'll see you when we get back. Okay, so we are back from lunch, and we are in the paddock with the cows. Say hello, cows. Or little heifers, I should say. This little reddy orangey one's very inquisitive. Keeps coming up behind me, sniffing me back. As soon as I stand up, he backs off and darts away. Anyway, you see we've got the shovel here. We are on top of the old pub site. I will spin you around, give you a look. As I said, the pub was standing right, sitting right where those cows are standing right now. Just been running up along the fence line here. I do intend to jump out onto the roadside here. I will not be using the shovel, just a little bit crude looking, and also want to jump into the church there. So same thing, won't be using the shovel. We'll go back over and grab our TYGER handheld digger, which is sitting on the fence post over there. So as you can probably see and hear, the club president here is actually now mowing the lawn too. So I said good day to him quickly while I was eating my sandwich, eating my lunch. And now we're back at it, back on the hunt. And I will say too, I've hunted this spot before. As I said, the grass was very, very tall, very long. I could not do much with it, and it's snake country out here. You know, I'm even keeping my eyes out today. That wet, swampy sort of low-lying areas, reedy areas, they love to hide in. So pretty lucky here with the heifers. They probably push all the snakes out of this little paddock, disturb them all. So anyway, long story short, love to talk. We were humming along here. I've never ever found anything decent to rant or rave about in this paddock, this school, in this pub site paddock I should say, and bingo, we do now. We've got our first coin. Look at that, beautiful 1917 1/2 penny, and that is leading up to towards the back of the church there. How strange. Well, not strange, but you don't see that very often, you know, a pub being so close to a church, place of worship. It's just not generally the case. So back in those days, they would generally, the church or the school would be put away from the pub, not too far away. So anyway, interesting. They certainly pack the buildings in around here. We could be here for days. Church, pub, oval, hall, club rooms, playground. Geez, we got days worth of hunting in front of us here. Oh yeah, listen to that one go. That could be a Britannia penny. 2021. Oh, interesting target. We're still straight on top of the pub there. So I will say too, this pub does not have the longest history. Oh, that is a big plug. Wow. Oh, here's a coin too. Look at that. I've got the pinpointer in my hand, but we don't even need him. I dare say that's going to be a hard one to read. Let's give you a zoom in. This pub doesn't have the longest history though, and I know from speaking to the president there, basically that it has been detected before. Even him and his son have gave it a go. Oh, it is too. It's a Britannia. Look at that. You can see the Britannia sitting up there, her arm and her head. So what a ripper, what a ripper. He may have been shot. Do you reckon? Sitting on a post. Oh, that could have been a bullet hole impression. Zoom in, there it goes. Yeah, could have been a bullet hole. It's got the nice roundness to it. There you go. What a cracker, what a cracker. I just wanted to find something, you know, just to, like, I know the pub was here, I've done enough research, I've got the allotment maps, you know, I've seen pictures, all that sort of stuff, you know, the picture I provided there before. It all makes sense. And not only that, you've got obvious indicators, you know. You got the bulbs over the back there, bulbs over here, bulbs over there. They would be coming up flaring, making the pub look all pretty and nice, drawing in those crowd and those people. So there he is. You can see where he's been sitting in the dirt. We popped him out straight off the shovel. What a ripper. Oh no, I thought there was another one in there. Let's get that pinpointer in there while we've got the hole open. No, that looked like half a potato, didn't it? It's not, it's a bit of quartz. Wow, check this one out. We have an old door lock plate. I find heaps of these, but what's got me really excited about this one, look at the old red enamel painting on it. So just imagine that whole door lock and the slider plate here. Who knows, maybe even the door frame, the door jamb itself in the old hotel was painted that color red. Isn't that so cool? I love seeing stuff like that because it really creates character to that item. You know, I could just envision inside the pub now, it was all painted red, like, you know, the door frames are painted red. Really, really cool though. You know, if the door frames are painted red and the walls were white, you know, whatever, like, it just really creates that image, that picture in your mind. So that is awesome. Here's another one of those items. We've got the old bath plug or drain plug. That is so cool. Another personal, very nice item. So really, really cool. As I said, adds character to the places that we visit. You know, just imagine how many times that was used. I was saying there before too, this pub doesn't have the longest history. It was built there early 1900s. Ooh, it's so wet here. Crazy. Look at all the water sitting around. Puddles, puddles, puddles. Built in the early 1900s though, and it burnt down in 1929, so it didn't last that long. Probably 23, 24 years, something like that. Not the longest history at all. And being where I am today, I'm a fair way away from the main city today, and basically it was pretty inaccessible to get down here back in the day. You know, back in the olden days, the roads were not very good, especially in winter time. A lot of them were pretty much impassable. So if you were down here, you lived down here, you stayed down here, and if you weren't down here, chances are you probably couldn't get here. So certain times of the year until it dried out again. So with that said, this pub was never the most active. Didn't have scores of people, dozens of people passing every day. Probably only a couple of customers a day, and it probably only catered for about a dozen residents a week, you know, staying and accommodating them for you know, sleepover and meals. So really interesting. As I said, done a lot of research here, and I'll probably find out a little bit more information, history of this site in future, and I'm sure with some of the stuff coming out of the ground too, that'll also paint a story and tell, you know, paint a picture and tell a story. So let's keep going that way. Did someone say silver? What a ripper. That is a little thrippence. He's very dirty. Let's see if we can find a puddle. It shouldn't be too hard at all. There is water all around us. I wonder how old he is. Oh, we're about to find out. Hopefully he comes up quite nice. He's pretty worn. Playing in the puddle. What do we got? I don't know. Oh, he is. He's a nice old English. You can see the 3 there in the middle. It's telling me straight away he's a nice old early English silver. So he could be 1900s, or he's going to be later, or earlier I should say. There we have it. I don't know. Something 09. So that's going to be 1909, I dare say. What a ripper, what a ripper. Oh, we are killing it on the silver coins. We're killing it on the coins in general. As you can see, we're still at the back of the church and still in the pub site. So that probably come from the pub. Someone missed out on a drink, didn't they? So we are in the church grounds now, right on the corner there. As said, church, pub, oval, everything else. And just wanted to show you this. Look at the stained glass in this window. My mum did stained glass for years, many years. Did lead lighting, she did portrait design, everything. Did a lot of the stained glass windows, especially at home too, growing up as a kid. Our kitchen window was stained glassed, our bathroom windows, toilet windows, front door windows. I just think it's awesome, and anybody who knows anything about stained glass, it takes a lot of time, a lot of skill and effort to cut all those pieces of glass and fit them all in so that they look ideally like a pattern or a design or a picture. It's quite amazing. So always you know, in awe of the work that Mum used to do. And look, she doesn't do much lead lighting anymore. She's got arthritis in the fingers. However, she does a lot of painting instead, portrait, landscape, all that sort of stuff. She's even done a picture of me for my 21st birthday. Wow, oh dear, oh no, oh god, what did I say today at the start? I'm like, oh, I'm going to get everything on film today. We just dug out that plug right there. We're sitting in front of the church pretty much, just down from the down ramp there, and bingo bango was his name-o. It's a 1910 1 shilling. God, why do I always miss the best things on film? I'm going to strap a camera to my head and just hit record one day and put like a terabyte hard drive strapped to my back, and we'll never run out of room. We'll be fine. Anyway, that's is what it is. You've seen it there first off anyway. It didn't come out of the hole. You didn't see it come out of the hole, I know. I'm sorry about that, but anyway, we'll try and capture the next one on film, and hopefully it's even bigger. So we got a $1 coin. Look at that beauty. There you go. That one should have probably ended up in the collection plate, not out the side of the church here. Anyway, that's going to end up in my pocket now. Never mind. It's a shame too, because just imagine that shilling, losing that shilling back in 1910. Could you just imagine, you know, if someone had brought it here to donate to the church missed out on it. If someone had brought it here so they could go to the pub or whatever later, well, they missed out on a drink or even tea that night too. Shilling was a lot of money back in the day. Certainly not something you wanted to lose like a penny. Check out these big trees, aren't they in a good paddock? They're growing like no tomorrow. Unbelievable, probably well over 150 years old, I dare say, especially these three old big elm trees, oak trees in the back here, or acorn trees I should say. I'll get it right in a minute. You got the gum tree there though, the white gum trees out on the road. They're probably, geez, they're probably 100, 150 years old too. Early planted, or planted by the early settlers I should say. These are just phenomenal though. Look at them, look at them. You know what, if I was 10 years younger too, I'd probably get up there and climb up there, you know. I wouldn't mind that at all. A bit of a daredevil when I was younger. I'd probably climb up all of them actually, or probably climb up one and then spider monkey across to the next and jump trees. I love climbing trees when I was younger. I love doing anything a bit daredevilish. So anyway, that's really cool. I was just thinking to myself too, the next really hot day, you know, we are coming into summer, the next really hot day, I'm sort of sitting at home thinking, where am I going to go detecting today? Where's a good spot with shade? This is it. This is where I'll be coming and doing a bit of detecting. I've only just quickly scanned over here. We got the $1 coin, a little penny, and we got the 1910 shilling just over there. So we'll be coming back here and gridding this whole site. You can see the road runs around there. So we'll be gridding this whole site from the road right up the back to the toilets here. So what a ripper. I might even bring a picnic and spot a picnic under that tree for the day. How nice would that be? Okay, so we are back in the hotel paddock now. Sun is blaring as opposed to what it was like over there under those trees anyway. So we're going to finish up though soon. We're not going to do too much more. We're sort of making our way back to the car, I feel, in my mind. Anyway, we have got this little buckle here coming out of the hole there, back on the hotel side again. As I said, we're just going to keep probably running a few strips up and down here and make our way back to the car. and then finish off for the day. But I'm sort of itching for one more silver coin. We'll see if we can't make that happen first. Another silver for your collection, Luke? Oh yes, why certainly, thank you. I won't say no. Oh dear, what a great day. I know I keep saying that, but every time a silver pops out, I'm like, wow. There we are, there we are. You know, it's funny too, I rang Brandon a couple of days, old mate Brando. I rang Brandon a couple of days ago and I said, dude, mate, what are you doing? He's got 3 weeks off work at the moment. I said, dude, mate, what are you doing today? You want to go for a detect? Oh no, I can't today, man. It was actually 9:30 in the morning. He was still asleep, poor fella. I don't know what he was doing the night before, partying, but he said no, I can't today. I said, that's all right, I'll leave you alone today. I said, how about on Thursday? Today is Thursday too, by the way. And he goes, yeah, no, I'll be dead keen, give us a call, let me know. Anyway, we teed it up, we set it up. Well, there's still no Brandon, not unless we call one of those cows Brandon. Hey, Brandon! No, none of them answered. We'll try again. Brandon! No, none of them are Brandon. So Brandon is MIA, and none of those cows want to be Brandon either. So I think we might have to start seeing new people, Brandon. If you're watching this, I'm going to not call you anymore. You call me, all right? So I think this is going to be our last target now. We're going to get out of here. I'm getting hungry again, and I only brought lunch with me. Anyway, beautiful target, 25, 26, 27. Those be florin numbers. We couldn't be that lucky, could we? I hope so. Let's give him a dig, see what we got. Oh, I lost him. Somewhere around there. It's all right. We can dig big holes out here. We're only out in the cow paddock, and I specifically dig big holes when I'm around old pub sites and all that sort of stuff. So try and look for bottles at the same time. You know, dig your target a little bit deeper. It's not going to hurt. And see what glass and what have you pops out, because that's always interesting. Ah, wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? We finished with a 2-cent coin. That one was supposed to be for you, Brando. Rightio, so that is about it for us today, guys. I'm just slowly packing myself up. I've had enough. My knee is sore, my back is sore, and I've got a big weekend plan too. We have permission to head out basically and check out a landowner's permission, and he said, mate, I have multiple sites out here for you to hunt. So I think that will be keeping us busy for this Saturday. So I think that'll do us for today. We'll have a bit of a break, do the car job tomorrow, go out Saturday, check out all these house sites, and then he said, mate, you can just go there at your will, you know, whenever you feel like it, and hunt away as you like. Just catch up with me later and let you know how let me know how you went. So that's what we're going to do. So anyway, 2 piles of coins to take home, clean up, and once we get home, like everything in my videos, we'll do a conclusion and show you what we got out today. So we will see you at home. Okay, so as you can see, we have you at home in the backyard now, and ready to take you through a look at what we did today. And I must say, what a bloody brilliant day we had too. This site is, you know, I might as well call it virgin ground site, as I said there earlier in the video. It is just like untouched ground out there. As I said, I have done it there a few times before. However, there's just so many targets. A little bit of trash, as you can see at the top here, and I will go through quickly, show you a look. I think it's always important to show the trash that's coming out of these sites and the items that I'm digging and hitting on. So you can't see too many big items there. We're really just trying to single down on the small, short, sharp signals today, that being the biggest item that we actually dug and hit on. So really chasing those coins. Anyway, and look, over at the pub there too, that site is not done by far either. The amount of coins that we had coming out today, seeing as though the grass was so short, was magnificent, and really gives me inspiration to head back there again in future and try again. So try for some more, because I only gave it a really rough go today. Anyway, 1955 half rue penny, 45 rue penny, 57 full. Ooh, don't know what that guy is. 52 full there. Let's avoid all the cool stuff for a minute and jump over here. 1934 1 penny, 1921 1 penny, 1911 half, a 1938 half, and a 1919 half penny. Ripper stuff, all sort of dating within that very similar timeline as you're seeing going through the dates there. Had got the old horse tack buckle. You see it had some silver gilding on him there at some stage. Nothing on the front there on the upside. Anyway, really cool piece. They're the ones, as I always say, I love putting through the tumbler and cleaning up. We had the $1 coin, something modern and a lot of old. Not bad though. You know, I expected to find something like that there. I said it is still a current oval today. They still play cricket on it today. So had the old half Britannia, just trying to work out what to call it there, 1910, and this guy here, the full Britannia, and he looks like he's been through the burn pit. And one thing, when I seen this coin and I was cleaning it up, one thing I will mention, it does look like it's been shot too, as I stated there earlier in the video. But one thing I will mention about this old pub site is it burnt down. So to find a burnt coin there, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? The 1 and 2 cent coins, we dug a lot of these buggers today. The common culprits, the 1 and the 2 cent coins. If you're going to look for the coins, the pre-decimals, the silvers, what have you, the pennies, specifically, you really need to be digging out all those jumpy high signals. And a lot of them can be the 1 and 2 cent coins. As you see in my videos though, a lot of them can be surprising you with the nice old pennies and silvers though. So first off, 1910, early 1 shilling. These are some of the first, as I said, some of the first coins from 1910 onwards. Australia minted its own currency. So 1910, he is one of the very first. No wonder he's so well worn, as opposed to these sixpences there beside, leading up through till 51, 54, 51 and 61. And as a lot will know, 14th of February 1966 is when we did the changeover from pre-decimal to decimal currency. So these being a lot later, you can see why they're in such great condition. They wouldn't have been handled too much at all, especially this guy. Look at him, perfect, absolutely cracker. And these have been cleaned up too, obviously, a bit of bicarb soda, what have you, a bit of toothpaste, cleaning them up for the video, for display. So I do believe that is an early Queen Victoria, so that's going to be an early Brit. Threepence there, you can just see Queen Victoria's bun head on the back there. I do believe that's what I'm looking at, and you can see there another early English threepence there beside him. He is 1900 on the dot. I'm a bit shaky there, I'll put him back down. He is 1900 on the dot though, so actually I think I said 1910 or whatever there before, so a little bit earlier than what I thought when we first picked him up there out of the ground. Last but not least, 1944 wheat threepence. What a ripper, the wheat stalks representing Australia's wheat industry on the back there. So absolutely, as I said, killer day, really ripper day. And I've got to be back there again very soon because this is not done by far, and I'm sure I could go back there and just spend day after day after day hunting the oval, the church, the hall, the pub site, everything. There's so much there to do, and prime time at the moment while that grass is down. So anyway guys, that is about it for us today. We're going to pack up everything here, put it into the collection, into this weekly wrap up. And that'll be shared there this Sunday night. So that's about it for us today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button below, and we will see you next time. Cheers, guys. Happy hunting. See you then.